touched on this a little bit in a previous podcast where we talked a bit more about independence, but the most difficult thing that's happened to the SNP since the last referendum is that their delivery in office has worsened. I mean, I did a bit of a taxi driver test at various points over the weekend in Aberdeen there. I had at various points in Aberdeen 4 taxis. 3 of the 4 were voting reform. This is not, this is real. And a lot of that are clearly people who would consider themselves to be Scottish patriots. And I don't think are particularly unionist people, I have to say, from the conversations that I had with them. But their real problem has actually been delivery. I mean, one of them said to me, everybody else has had their turn. I thought that was a really telling phrase. Everybody else has had their turn. And that becomes difficult for the SNP. And we've said this so many times. I don't want to be boring on it, but actually, the biggest job that John Swinney has got to do is oversee a government that runs things better than the one that he took over in key areas, because that is a massive problem at the moment. You can't really point at stuff in England and say, we're doing much better at that in Scotland than they are in England, because it's not really true. I mean, we've got to do a lot better here, and that's the biggest factor at the moment, guys, in pushing people towards independence, I think.